You know of the gentleman?
Well, I know of a man of you describe.
Was he nice or was he not nice?
He was very nice, very dashing. I told you about him before.
What? What if he's my dad, you guys?
Does anybody have a crush on me?
Chester, you know everyone does.
The traveler told me to have faith. I know that this is who you are. I'm going to have faith in you, Yasha. And I hope that the Storm Lord can bring you home and back to who you really want to be. And I hope that the Storm Lord can bring you home and back to who you really want to be. Thank you, Chester. We'll hug Yasha around the waist. Thank you, Chester.
If you knew he was your dad, would you be proud of that? Happy?
I don't know, I was just kind of happy that I knew. You know, Mama seems so sure. But if he doesn't want me, then I don't want him. It's fine.
Hello, stream! Greetings, greetings, greetings. Hello, good evening, everyone, and welcome back to stream. It's been a while since I have been on a Twitch stream. Been a while. How's everybody doing? Oh man, all of the things, boy. Big ask. What's been going on? I'm gonna pull up. Oh my gosh. I haven't streamed in so long. Let me look. I'm going to pull up when my last stream actually was real quick. Just to look. Just out of curiosity. My last stream was... No, that's not correct. Okay. Wow. According to my YouTube channel, I haven't streamed since December. I haven't streamed this year. You have a Jagdress, Jed and I have an apartment for the first time. It's been 4 months. Wow. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that tracks. I haven't streamed since December. I haven't streamed in 2024. The last time I streamed was before Kendrick Drake in the Drake. The last time I streamed was before somebody tried to shoot Donald Trump. Although that's very recent, so that's not a very high bar. I haven't streamed since I don't even know. I don't know what other metrics measure 2024. What is this year? I haven't streamed since Quest came out. Since this book. Since Quest was a real thing that existed. I haven't streamed. Oh my gosh. That came out in April. And I haven't streamed. Wild times for all. That's a chunky baby. That was one thing that I kept mentioning to people who were like, wow, this book's taking you it's taking you a while. I'm like, it's because it's not just a book. This is the size of a volume. It's a chunky baby. Chunky little baby. It's got a very nice table of contents that I like very much. A lot of the chapter titles are great. And also sometimes make me cry. There's 2 chapter titles in particular that together make me all emotional. Yeah, it's been a little bit. And you know, not necessarily for great reasons. There was, I don't know, man. There was there was a period of time, there was a little bit of time where I just wasn't feeling up to it, honestly. And I've been going through. Okay, so I haven't been like going through stuff. Actually, like my personal life is fine, and I still work at the gallery, which is going great, and the kids are all in school, which is going awesome. But like what I have actually like sort of been going through is just trying to get back to a period of feeling good about my writing and legacy books and everything like that. Because I sort of in general, I kind of made a deal, a compromise when I started to work at the gallery, that I was going to be doing that because it was going to materially improve the lives of me and my family, because money, like, just to be completely honest about it. And I knew when I did it that it was going to make legacy harder. It was going to reduce the amount of time that I could spend on legacy and spend on writing and everything like that. And I had this big, like, sort of quandary with it where I was already writing full time when I got offered the gallery job. But they were able to pay me more money, than I was making with my writing. And so I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to take this thing, and in the meantime, I'm going to build up the writing back to the point where it's sort of, doing that income and whatever. And it turns out that when you take 50 hours out of your week, it becomes harder to build up that writing. And then the Quest deal came in. Oh, that's a whole nother thing. So, Quest was the first book, and I know I've talked about this before, but the Quest was the first book that I wrote on a book deal. I got paid an advance for it. You know what I mean? From an online publisher called Yonder, who I can say now publicly announced that they are shutting down. They are not taking new titles. They are not accepting new submissions or whatnot. So, my advance for that was very, yes, exactly. My advance for that was great. It let me take Megan on a trip for our 15-year anniversary, and it allowed us to, like, pay off some debts and everything like that. But that is not happening again because they are, folding in and shutting down, as opposed to expanding. And just, in general, I've talked about it before, but 2016 and 2017 were sort of like these, like, mega golden years for me as a writer, and we have not been able to get back to that spot. And so for a few months, I've honestly just kind of been chilling. I finished, Quest, submitted the final files to my publisher and sent the print files and whatnot, and ordered my print books and everything like that. And then I just haven't been doing any. I've just been relaxing, not doing anything but sort of the bare minimum legacy administrative work, which I'm going to be continuing to work on tonight. And then, just recently in the last few weeks, decided that I wanted to start ramping up again. I don't know. I always hesitate to say that, like, I sort of, like, needed the rest or needed the break. But, I maybe did, because it was very sort of hard to motivate myself for a while there. And so I didn't. And just spent a lot of time with my family, a lot of time working, the gallery, and just sort of chilling, playing a lot of D&D, hanging out with a lot of my friends and whatnot. And I say a lot of time. It's less than 3 months since Quest came out, since it released, since I was last working intensely on my book. So after publishing a book that took me like a year and a half, I guess 3 months off isn't that wild or crazy, considering the fact that I also, have a full-time job during that time. But I recently was like, okay, what's next? What do we do? Yeah, exactly, Jagdros. It makes a lot of sense. I definitely have a sort of workaholic attitude, a sort of like, I need to work harder, I need to put in more hours, I need to publish more books, I need to do all these sort of things. And, like my own stuff in my own brain that makes me feel bad and guilty when I'm not doing that. But I also have the other, another side of my brain that is able to analytically go, well, that's dumb. And doesn't actually objectively make any sense. There's no universally observable truth that you are doing a bad thing by not working more and not writing more. But I do have that sort of internal thing that was, sort of sitting, resting, not streaming, not working intensely on writing for a while, and percolating the ideas for the next book. But I had my internal sense of like, I need to get back into it. And, there's been stuff going on. Megan and the kids are actually out of town on a road trip right now. So they're in LA visiting family, friends, and doing some other cool stuff. Megan can work remotely. So she was, and we don't, the kids don't have like summer school programs or anything like that. What we generally do in the summers is we take them on trips and we take them to do this and that and the other. So Megan came up with the idea of, I want to take the kids on like a trip through LA to visit family and spend time with family and whatnot. So we all road tripped down together a week, 2 weeks ago. Is it 2 weeks? I think it's 2 weeks ago. And then I flew back up here and I'm holding down the, because I don't work remotely. I work at a physical space where I physically move physical things around. I can't, work on the road. And so I flew back up here, and so I'm here for most of July, and should be flying back down in about 10 days, 2 weeks, something like that. And then we're gonna road trip. We're gonna all road trip back up as a family. And I've been home for just over a week. 10 days. I've been home for like 10 days or something like that. And I've been sleeping a lot. And I've been planning a lot. And I've been taking it easy. And I've been, I watched all of Succession because I always knew it was a show that Megan was never going to like. And so I didn't really have time to fit it into my watching schedule. And so I watched all of Succession in the last week. And it was, unfortunately, I overhyped myself for it. I didn't like myself. I didn't like it as much as I told myself I was going to like it. Still a good show. I recognize it's a good show, but I did overhype it. But that's neither here nor there. And then I started going, okay, I think that it is time for me to start getting back into it. Sleeping is nice. Sleeping is extremely nice, and I have been enjoying my sleep recently. And so I kind of just put together a little schedule that I'm going to try my best to stick to. A schedule for while the family is out of town, and then a schedule for when they come back into town. And what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try, and we're going to be gentle with ourselves, but I'm going to try to treat Legacy like a second part-time job from the gallery, with a regular schedule that I stick to that is not unrealistic. So not trying to spend every single waking moment. On average, I will be spending more time each day with my family than I will be spending on Legacy. Because I don't want to, I don't want to be an absentee father or somebody who's spending, 100 hours a week working and 5 hours a week with my family. So tonight is sort of kind of the start of that. And I'm going to be able to put in more hours, while the family is out of town, hopefully, but still maintaining my social life, hanging out with friends, playing D&D. But then we're ready, I think, to start on the next book. And the next book is the next Nightblade book, which is very exciting. I'm very excited. So, however, I will say, yes, very exciting. I will say, however, we are not starting on the next Nightblade book tonight. I do have some more administrative stuff that I need to catch up on, some just sort of like monthly numbers, paying authors their royalties, etc., etc., etc. So tonight, that's what we're doing. I'm going to work from this point about 2 hours, and you know what? Maybe I'll finish the paperwork, and maybe we will actually materially, tangibly start on Nightblade tonight. But we'll see. So yeah, I'm just gonna throw on some quiet tunes by Autumn Orange in the background and do some admin work. And if people show up and want to chat and hang out and talk, then I'm happy to do that. And otherwise, it's just me being on stream for the normal reasons that I'm on stream, which is accountability, sticking to my actual work, and not spending a bunch of time on the social media. So yeah, I'm going to kick on some music real quick. And I think that I have my volume settings set correctly, but somebody shout out to me in chat if I kick on the music way too loud or something like that. But I think we should be good. Thanks, Jagtress. Oh, thank you so much. Sleep well. Awesome to see you. And it's good to be back.
trusted her. Why didn't you just say yes? I sent you so many messages. I sent you so many messages. Just could have just said yes. I'm your dad. Oh man, Chester. I didn't know about you, but man, I really want to hang out and get to know you.
deliciousness.
Laura Bailey, absolute fucking menace.
Come with me. You've always been so quick to learn. So very clever. I grow so proud. I think it's time. Do you trust me?
With everything in my being.
Jester, you are my first disciple. The first one to truly come on board with your cunning, your joy, and your mischief. I trust you. And are you ready for the absolute truth?
Yes.
I am a traveler, but it was not always this way. One day I met a little girl who sought that same spark. A little girl who found joy in exposing life's more subtle hypocrisies. A little blue girl who lived a life so small but felt in her heart there was so much more to see. This little girl and I found a kinship. And in that childlike wonder, a view so untempered by the sanctimonious morality of man. And she saw me as a god. So for her, for you, I don the mask of one. And the truth, Jester, is that I have no idea what I'm doing. And I need your help.
What's up, Basketball for Life 2959? Sorry, that name feels like a mouthful. Day's been okay. I actually had a rough night last night. I had this sort of persistent headache for a few days. So I went and I saw my doctor, and he checked me out, and basically I had sort of just like what do you call it? Like a sinus buildup. And he was like, oh, okay, yeah, no worries. Go take some Sudafed and, you know, like check in with me after a few days. And that was a few days ago. It turns out that in a certain percentage of people, Sudafed causes extreme nausea. So I spent a lot of last night throwing up, which was not good. So today I took it very easy. But today has been good, and it is nice to be streaming again. Oh yeah, no, I'm okay. Just some nausea, a little bit of throwing up. Nothing I'm not used to. Well, I don't know about used to, but I'm fine.
Jester, I hope you know how special you are. Just you, even without the traveler.
I've only got 3 more cups. Hold on. Mr. Clay and, no, I'm fine. 1 second. That sounds great.
I would love to try your tea.
Please let me know what you think.
It is delicious.
Almond grows here. We've been tending this garden for generations.
Drinking dead people tea?
Aren't we all?
Yeah, that's very true. But you're like cultivating dead people for good tea.
Aren't we all? Please let me know, what can I do for you? Usually when people come here, it is because of some great tragedy. How may I alleviate your pain?
Oh, well, Herr Clay, we come to you with a great tragedy. We recently lost one of our friends. And we
Come here usually have.
we aren't here to bury him. He's already in the ground. But we've come to avenge him, and we were hoping to find some help.
Yeah, this is a place where we take the dearly departed people who have done well and people who have lived good lives, and we put them into earth that has been touched by the wild mother, and in turn she grants them with beauty and splendor and sometimes tea.
Hello, Nix. How's it going? Ha 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 ha. I forgot about my own sub sound.
I'm ready to leave. It's gonna be a little much, but I gotta do it. I'm ready.
New job sideswiping you a little bit? Yeah, that'll happen.
Everything's telling me that I should stick around and see where you're headed. Maybe that's where I'm supposed to be. This is pretty good from a certain perspective. I mean, you think about it, bad things happen to people every day. And then you have a bunch of people who care about you so much that they come and save you, fix it, defeat a great evil. I mean, nothing this good ever happens. This is great.
A lot of driving. So is that a lot of driving in the British sensibility or in the American sensibility? Because I have a feeling that your definition of a lot of driving is possibly not as much. Oh, gotcha.
That's not how this works. I mean, things that you do are good, don't know much, but I know people, and I know things that aren't people. There's a lot more apparently, and
You seem to pick up on stuff that's not said.
I mean, you have to.
They're not yet removed from the clocks, whether it be by luck or superstition. There is the white snow that multicolored coat all along. It's more than a thank you. I feel that you have to be free, so that you can finally pay your debt.
This is me paying my debt.
No, this is you hiding from your debt. You're a man who is afraid of what you owe. I understand. That's okay. This is not your debt. Your debt lies elsewhere. I know these things.
All right, I've got to hit the pisser. How's things been with you? Hardly ever get to talk, it seems. Yeah, I haven't been online or streaming in quite a while. Yeah, I miss it too. It's nice. I should be streaming a lot more regularly now. Yeah, I gave like a little update at the start of the stream, but things have been going generally well. I've been, since I finished working on Quest in April, I've been sort of like taking time off. Not really taking time off because obviously I still have my day job and family and everything like that, but I haven't been putting as much time into Legacy just because I kind of needed to disengage for a while. But I'm ready to get back into it. I'm doing admin tonight, but depending on how fast things go, it's theoretically possible that I could start working on Nightblade tonight. If not, almost certainly tomorrow on the next Nightblade book. The next Nightblade book, the title of which is Drayden, by the way. But yeah, it's going to be nice to be back on stream. I'm going to use the restroom and grab myself another beer, and I will be right back. Oof.
I think perhaps it's destiny. Do you believe in destiny?
No.
But you dream about islands and you go to them. It's important to
follow one's feelings on such things. I commend you.
My wife. Hey, beautiful. I'm on stream right now. Yeah.
Bees? Yep. I think some bees would suit you.
I just really want to see them.
You can talk to
I miss you too.
I really want to talk to them.
Do you want me to step out of the room real quick?
Teach me the language.
I mean, you just... Hey, bees.
Okay. Chat, I'll be right back. I'm gonna step out and just talk to my wife. I'll be right back.
Hello, bees. Please come over here and let me say hello.
I think I'm coming to the realization that perhaps I was not entirely clear of what I signed up for, but I don't think that means that it's the wrong path. I'm getting used to the idea that this is would be a test if it were easy. Yes, our group of friends now, as a testament of faith, and it would be a disservice to that faith to turn around because it's hard. If it had been easy and
I miss my wife. She's like, we're doing great, and the kids are doing awesome, and we're doing this, and we're doing that, and I'm just like, cool. Cool. Oh shit! Yeah, what's happening with Nightbot? Where's my Nightbot?
do you believe in fate?
I would like to think not.
Well, Hugo, I understand your sentiment. However, you clearly have not met my wife. Hey, we got a Nightbot back. My wife is truly the best. And I miss her. Oh, okay. Megan and I are working on a plan together. But on the off chance that she pulled up the stream because she knows that I'm streaming, I'm not going to say what it is. We're working on it together, but there are certain other people who might see the stream who I don't want to know about the plan. Hugo, there is only one way to settle this. Our wives must fight. Yeah, your copy is officially ordered, Nyx, but it is not shipped yet. There's been a paper shortage nationally, apparently. What's his face? Stepan Sajic? The comic artist the indie comic artist who everybody freaks out about, got hit by it too and had to delay his releases by a couple of months. Basically, paper supplies started to dwindle, and then the big five publishers bought up fucking everything. And so it became even harder for indies and print-on-demand places to print. That's why Quest took so fucking long to arrive to me. Your short, angry Mexican lady can fight my short, angry Jewish lady. Fight. Yes, exactly, Hugo. Exactly. It wouldn't have been a problem if people with more resources hadn't bought up everything the second that the supply started to dwindle slightly. But it is a problem. Do. I know what you mean, Hugo. I don't commonly run into that issue myself, but you are not alone. Yeah. You know, it could be time to get external, viewpoints on the story. To get a trusted friend who would agree to read it, or to hire, an editor, although an editor is obviously expensive. But a developmental editor will usually take a look at your outline and give their best advice based on that.
Where? Yep, no, that is a humanoid jellyfish.
Well, if you don't know if you don't know whether the first draft is done or not, then yeah, it might be nice to consult with somebody on, just in terms of like at least your outline, right? Yeah. That seems to make sense. Like if you're like, okay, let me just get to the end of these last two chapters. If there's ever a finish line that you can envision, it makes sense to get there. As general advice. It's like if you're like, okay, I think that this is a good spot at least to reevaluate, do that. Wow. Okay. Yeah, wasn't it Twain who was like, I apologize for writing such a long letter. I didn't have time to write a shorter one. Takes a lot more effort to write a short story. Yeah, it helps to be very self-aware about what kind of feedback you're that you're looking for. I had somebody ask me to read their draft, and I read it and I started sending them feedback, and I was very proud of them for being self-aware enough to spot this. But as soon as I sent them like my first feedback on the first chapter, they were like, "Hey, listen, I'm not looking for critique or editing. All I am looking for is for you to tell me, is this basically good enough for me to keep working on it? Because if you start sending me critiques and edits, I'm going to collapse in on myself and self-criticize until I'm paralyzed. I just want you to tell me if you're generally enjoying the story enough to the degree that I should keep writing it." And I was like, you are extremely self-aware, and that is extremely fucking cool. Yes, this is a very good story. Please keep working on it. Disregard everything that I said. You know what I mean? Yes. So when you are like, if your friend is a snob, don't send it to that friend. Find somebody else and tell them explicitly, here is the feedback I want. Please just give me that. Please. You know? That can be extremely valuable, and there's nothing wrong with it.
There's more than one way to honor the body of a hero. There's a place where you can burn the remains to an ash and something unusual springs forth.
Apologies if I'm misinterpreting Hugo. My time is kind of at a premium, so I only generally read and give feedback on stuff for like personal friends. I used to edit, but then I was spending so much time on it that I wasn't writing my own books. And that did not work for me. Oh no, fuck that. I've published first drafts before. Wasn't necessarily the right thing to do, but sometimes you got to just like get your shit out there. What? What? Every once in a while, you gotta bust out the Skeletor. What?
Never ignore your instincts. Your companions are lucky to have.
Remember, 2 pregnant women fighting is a mech battle between babies. Or is that, what is that? I forget exactly what it was, but I fucking laughed for an hour. Remember, a pregnant woman swimming is a human submarine. Until we meet again. Oh, Elmo streams. Ugh. Ugh. Hey, what's up, Dread? How's it going? Yes, I think I can do that. Hugo, the answer is I don't remember if I have link posting being okay like being okay in my settings or not right now. But go ahead and post a link, and I think if it does time you out, I can fix it. There we go.
In the mountains near here. It's not a temple to the wild mother, but it was a gift.
Dread,
A gift to Yellhammer.
you're correct,
We're all
but I don't like it.
Something that could help in this situation.
it's where she's been pushing me.
Alright, I suppose I have to look now. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Duh.
We're supposed to protect that place, and I was running out of ideas.
You said we.
My family.
How many of them are there?
Oh, lots, but I mean, depending on when and where, but we built the temple, we founded it.
And your family is still there now?
No, they all left.
You said also to look for answers, though, right?
Yeah.
They just left first?
Yeah. None of them have come back.
Eh? Ooh, okay. Spreadsheets are good. Oh no, yeah, spreadsheets are good. Hey, our spreadsheet works better than I thought it did. Huzzah!
You can speak to the Wild Mother. You've checked in on a few of our friends. Do you ever check in on them? See what the Wild Mother tells you?
I feel like she would let me know if I needed to know. That's not an answer I really want to hear. That's not an answer I'm looking for right now. I'm sure you understand. Best to have faith and not second guess how she's decided to move forward. If I recall, Corin talked about trying to find some of the other temples, but no one's come back. And when you came around, it seemed like I had an inkling that it was supposed to be my job to do this from the beginning.
Yeah, but sometimes the spreadsheets misbehave. Sometimes they don't do what they're supposed to do. And it's not my fault. Websites change the format of the spreadsheets they feed me. So, you know.
I don't feel like I've put forth the same effort to resolve something because I just will something into happening. That doesn't seem right to me.
In a fucked up way, I can actually relate to that quite a lot. But, for me, I've always had my fists. And man, is it way easier to solve problems when you're beating the shit out of somebody.
That's rough, Hugo. I feel your pain.
Your first lesson begins now.
Depending on what you wish to learn, there are different places where you can pull the information supplied.
You know, I did not do that, Hugo, but you know what I did used to snack on while I was watching TV? I used to take like a top ramen, like a cup noodles, you know, in the styrofoam cup. And I used to open it up and peel the styrofoam off. I would just take the chunk of ramen and I would just eat it. No water, no cooking, no nothing. I just eat it. I just eat the dry ramen. the restroom real quick. Ugh. BRB. BRB for BR.
Hey, Asha. Will you hold me through the show?
I think it's an extra 5 gold pieces.
Gold? 5 gold?
These arms are worth a lot.
When the archive took you into the behest of your family, you agreed to undergo our discipline, our
No.
lifestyle.
I didn't agree to shit. You took me in because I'm assuming my father paid you a pretty nice sum of coin. Assuming that coin's no longer coming to the reserve, so why do you care?
Look, I've...
Anything else you guys wish to do over the next
I would like to try some chemical altered states.
Wait, is this for the shrooms?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, just before dusk.
I'll join you.
What
Yeah.
is the nature of the goods you have? I have no idea.
Well, there's something I need to go do. You guys can go. No, Yasha, no, you always do this. No.
The edges of your vision begin to cloud, and as you sit for a moment, your body begins to feel a bit weird. Kind of nausea creeps in a bit, and the coloration of your vision is very
That recipe sounds like it would taste good and give me a heart attack.
gray tone.
I think it kind of sucks.
Going on a wall.
Oh, Nix, you only sort yourself out once a day?
I
Christmas tree.
How do you mean?
Let's just make a pact if either one of us do anything stupid, that maybe we're each other's fail-safes.
I like that.
God, what if she has finding time?
She fucking lied to us. And we take that and we learn that as a lesson for later on.
Want to gamble?
I'm not much of a gambler. Think an adjuster.
No, I'm not.
What?
It was a game we used to play.
What?
Put a question on the deck. Whoever draws the highest card has to answer it.
These like playing cards or your tarot cards?
Tarot cards, so they got numbers.
You know I fucking hate those things.
No.
I don't want anything to do with them.
I'll throw one out there for you. What's the best lie you've ever told?
Understood.
Whoever gets the highest has to tell.
Consider my comment rescinded.
There was a politician in the town that I grew up didn't like very much. Didn't like his wife either. Want to find some dirt on him. Figured out that they were cheating on each other and destroyed their relationships and their lives. Maybe I should be proud of that, actually.
No, I'm very impressed actually. You are
not quite being the worst people. Cheers.
Cheers.
Nice.
Moving on. And if I see any of your faces again, well, at least you'll be able to see your friend on the other side.
Fuck you right now.
Yeah, fair enough, Nix. That makes sense.
You fucking arrogant, narcissistic bastard. No one can fucking know that. He was an arrogant bastard, but he's right. And do you know how I know? Had a conversation last night. We were up for lunch. And he asked me what my greatest lie was. And we pulled fucking cards for him. Loser would go first. And he told me this story. Royalty, being a king, spoiled skin. And I was almost gonna tell him about my childhood. And I didn't. Because he told that fucking story. And I realized even in his scams, when he was doing something shitty, he was still making people feel good or feel special.
Unfortunately, Hugo, the answer is that depends.
The town was being visited by, graced by his presence, by his royal highness. And I told him this story of ruining a couple's lives by extorting them because I fucking could. I fucking felt like it. So I realized if I can deliberately leave a town shittier than what I found it. Of course he could fucking leave a town better than what he found it. I'm not gonna do that again. I'm not saying that, you know, I'm gonna go up and be a fucking hero. So maybe we can equal out and I can at least not fuck any more shit up. Take baby steps towards leaving the town better. Thing. So that's the least I can do for him. I'm gonna start with this fuckhead. Right. Long may he reign. Best fucking shit I've had.
I'll probably go on a nice drunken bender for a while, and then when I come to, I'll figure something out. Tonight, you want to stay with me?
So what's the question, Hugo? Yeah, I mean, it depends. It super depends on execution. You know, you can write a chapter that's all dialogue with no action whatsoever, and it can be a good chapter. And you can write a chapter that's all dialogue, and it can be terrible.
Who are you?
Well, you know, I'm a monk of the Cobalt Soul.
Nice. Play that guitar.
I never intended to be a monk of the Cobalt Soul. That is my signal for the end of stream.
It is good to be back. Oh. However, that means that I must now decide who are we raiding today. I have not been practicing vlog novel Nyx at all. Not even a little tiny bit. Who do we want to raid? Should we raid Jack Jack? Yeah, let's raid Jack Jack. It's been a while since I have raided Jack Jack stream. You have a liar now? That's so cool. I want to see it. We're going to raid Jack Jack. Jack Jack is a awesome variety game streamer currently streaming Hunt Showdown. I do believe they are Australian. I am not 100% sure, but probably. If all goes well, I will be back on stream again tomorrow night. If all goes horribly terrible, I will not. But hey, it's nice to be back. It's nice to be back for my first stream of 2024. Thank you so much for everybody who came and hung out. And I am going to kick it over to Jack Jack now. I will see you next time. Take care of yourself. Stay safe. Bye-bye.
Fucking cracked moment. And, you know, suddenly win. And then I'm back to 5-star. And it's like, well, you just assume. I can play Sweaty, I just choose to me. Exactly, you know that. You choose to have fun. Oh, you're writing today, Vlogo? Fuck yeah, let's go. I'm at least a 9 in your books? Nah, thanks, Vegas. 9.69. How's your novel going? Why didn't I respec? Because I always forget. Every time. Every fucking time. I always forget to respec. I never did it before they changed it, and now I just like I forget to equip the spear every time. The first stream this year, damn. Yeah, I forget because I just never used to bother before, and I go, oh, I've got 350 bars this time. Okay, that's what I'm running with. I used to like a big bar, 2 smalls, and a big bar. But once you die, it kind of sucks. But I just roll it. Roll the dice. If I die, I die. I don't really care too much. It is what it is. We get out and I'm missing bars and I just buy them back the way I want, so. I think the MMR struggles where to place you because you know how to play properly. I hate being a Derringer main. Just the dumbest shit. You bounce a lot even on the new system? Really? Okay. The problem is like, I might die 3 times to a 6-star, but then I'll also kill 4 6-stars. So I sort of like, it averages out and I'm just going to stay the same. Finished your last book in April, haven't streamed since? Oh man. forget it's free too. I just forget. Nah, it's always when I die. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot to respect my bars. I dropped once after playing a few games of randoms. We had that night that I was really tired, and I just kept getting fucking shit on, and the randoms were just fucking terrible. I did drop, but it took me like 2 games to go back to 5. So, and that was like probably 3 days of pretty average gameplay to actually physically drop, but it didn't take long for me to go back up. And I haven't moved since.
What is this lighting right